Welcome back, everyone. So in today's episode we're going to install this heat shield kit on my Jeep. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, why am I installing this? My Jeep is a 2006 TJ. Now, 05 to 06 actually came with heat shields. I had a piece, I had to replace the intake manifold years ago. And when I did that, there was an insulation piece that I took out. And the piece was kind of falling apart. It wasn't really worth it in my mind to put it back. However, I think that's actually a critical component, and we're going to reinstall it, and I'm going to show you how. Now, I can't justify why it's there. All I know is that there are some ideas going around that TJs can have hot start issues. I've never had one, even without that piece installed. And there are also some ideas going around that Jeeps will idle a little lower or run a little rough without that shield there to protect the number 3 injector. So we're going to go ahead and install this. I can't test if it helps. It's getting a little cooler now in the year, but this is just how I'm going to do it so you can at least see how to install it. Okay guys, so before we go ahead and get to installing this, first I wanted to show you what the kit looked like so you can decide for yourself if you think it's worth it. So, I got this from Amazon. It was $37. We're just going to do this unboxing right on the hood here. Here is the main piece that you're concerned about with. This is supposed to go in between the valve cover and the intake manifold that kind of sits on top, and it's supposed to stop heat from coming up. So that's what it looks like. I was concerned that it was just a piece of tin foil, but you can actually see it's got some thickness there to it. So it is a material that looks like it will reflect heat and reject it away, which is exactly what we're looking for. Next, the piece you do get is you get all of these little things, but we're going to do this one first. So this is the fuel rail cover. Essentially just wrap this around the fuel rail. Now, to do this, you're supposed to take the fuel rail completely out of the Jeep. However, I don't really want to do that. I don't really see the need. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put slits and just slip this over the hole and then Velcro it on. I see no reason to have to take everything apart to put this on. It may not look as clean as if you took everything apart and did it, but I think it'll be just fine. It'll at least do some job in protecting the fuel rail. And by the way, the factory fix for the issue that people are saying does not come with that. It just comes with the heat shield it just comes with this heat shield, and then it comes with a heat shield tubing for the number 3 injector. However, this kit also comes with these, and this is kind of nice. You can just wrap these around the injectors, and I'm going to do that. This is just more heat shielding material. You can see it's like fiberglass and then reflective on the front. Not sure exactly what it is, but that's what it is. So in the kit, if you do want to pull your injectors out and pull their filler off, you do get new grommets, new gaskets actually. So that is nice to know. That is good to have. And yeah, so the kit looks fairly complete. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we got to do is pull the intake manifold off, or not the intake manifold. The first thing we have to do is pull the intake tube off. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is going to pull this off. I already loosened this guy. If you have an 06 like I do, you have a airflow sensor you got to pull off. Just pull it out and set it to the side. And just get this guy off. Alright. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we got to remove this bracket to get enough space to pull this plastic rail off. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove our linkages here. This guy right here is for your cruise control, and it just pops forward. If you don't have cruise control, don't worry about it. This is my thumb throttle. If you don't have that, again, don't worry about it. This one should be the actual throttle cable, and you do have that, and that just pops off that way. Perfect. Next step is you have a bolt here and a bolt here. Should be a 10 millimeter, and we're just going to go ahead and take these off. Okay, you should be able to pick this up, and then you're going to want to slip these out gingerly so that you do not break them. You do not want to break these. There you go, just like that. That should give us plenty of room. I'm going to try to do this without removing my S-Pod because it's kind of a pain in the butt to undo and reinstall. So With this guy, you want to be careful, but if you kind of rock it, like so, you should be able to get it to release without breaking it. And that's about as far as I can move it because that S-pod is there. That's okay though. Okay, so now that we have this loosened up and kind of everything out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy in. Because I have this S-pod in here, it makes it a little tricky and it's a little hard to slip in there. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to unplug these wires right here and try to slip it in this way and see what happens. I think we can get that to work. However, these are not very hard to unplug. You just pull these up and push in and they will come out. Just be gentle with it and they will come. Perfect. Alright. So let's try this now. I don't know if this method is going to work, but we're going to try. Just so you guys know, this hole has to go over this way because there's things that mount there. So let's try this again, and hopefully we don't tear it up too bad. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Okay. There we go. Sweet. That's exactly what it's supposed to do, just like that. It's just supposed to sit in there and kind of protect the heat. We got it. Okay, so here's what I did. You can see that I literally just put slits in every single slot. Now I'm thinking there's going to be one issue. There's like a, I think it's a pressure regulator, and there's no hole for the pressure regulator. I believe that's what that is. So we might have to put one on there, but let's try this out first. Alrighty. So this might be a little bit of a chore, but let's see if we can do this. Yeah, so there needs to be a hole made right there. Alright, so here we go. Let's try this again. We did put our little slit in here that's supposed to go around this little bulby piece right here. So let's do this. Let's see if we can get this in here now. Got it. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. That looks nice. Look how nice it looks. Alright, last part, the injector shield. Let's try to get those on. Okay, so the important one is this number 3 right here, and I don't really know how I'm going to do this. Let's try like that. Yeah, looks right. Alright, so that's basically how you do it. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the last 3, and then we'll come back after that. Alright guys, and there you have it. So everything is installed, it's all put back together. It didn't take very long, probably 25-30 minutes, maybe 40 if you take really long to do it. My way, anyway. I'll get you a close-up here of what it actually looks like. It doesn't look too bad. I think slitting it is way better than having to pull the fuel rail and everything apart. Much better. There's no reason to do that. I would not want to pull that apart unless there's a problem, really. I just don't think there's a reason to. So anyway, there you have it. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a future update and I'll see if it changes anything, see if I notice anything different with the Jeep. Not sure that I will, but you know, it can't hurt to have it on there. It really can't. Anyway guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like what's going on the channel, hit subscribe down below. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.